Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk about the top 10 things at Walt Disney World that I wish I would have known before going. So if you're going to Disney World and it's your first time, you might want to know these things before you go. Number 1, no selfie sticks. Selfie sticks are not allowed on Walt Disney World properties. Why? Because they could be used as a weapon. So you're, trying to get the perfect selfie and you get your stick out. You could actually hit somebody or not be aware of your surroundings and ruin their experience. So no selfie sticks. Number 2 is the ferry boat or the monorail. Now to get to the Magic Kingdom, there's 2 ways of transportation that you can get there. 1, you can take the ferry boat, or 2, you can take the monorail. Now I'm a fan of the monorail, but I like it for exiting the park rather than entering the park. Walt Disney made the ferry boat as a way for people to build up their excitement of getting to the park and to see the castle drawing nearer. And it's truly an amazing, magical experience. So my suggestion is, if you can, take the ferry boat. Whereas if you take the monorail on your way to the park, those things are pretty crowded. The air conditioning does not always work. And let's be honest, a lot of people don't have the best hygiene. So, I don't know, do you want your first experience going into the Magic Kingdom being underneath somebody's armpit who's above you holding onto the rail? Number 3, I have to laugh. I asked my mom if she had any tips or advice of things people should know about their first trip to Disney World.
Comfortable footwear. Comfortable footwear.
So, thank you, Mom. That is actually a very valid point. Don't go and buy like a brand new pair of sneakers and be like, I'm just going to wear them in at the park. No, do not do that. I wore a pair of sneakers before to Disney World and I thought, okay, this will be fine. Like, I've worn them for a few months. They're, broken in now. No. Number 4, your celebratory pin. When you get to the Magic Kingdom, if it is your first Disney trip there, you make sure you tell them at the window. Sometimes they're very, very good to ask you when you're getting your tickets or when you're getting in the gate if you're celebrating anything. If it's your first time to Disney World, tell them it's your first time there. You get a free pin that says, my first visit. You get to wear it, if you choose to, all day at the parks, and people will say, yeah, and congratulate you for having your first visit and thanking you for being there. It can be anything, virtually. They have a pin for everything. And you just mark it in with a Sharpie. So it's really, really fun, and you get a lot of attention from the cast members there, and it makes you feel truly special because they want to celebrate with you. Whatever you're celebrating, Disney wants to celebrate with you. So have fun with that. Number 5, strollers. I know a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna go to Disney when my kid's a little bit older, so, I don't have to have strollers and stuff. Get the strollers. I'm not even kidding you. If your kid is like 4 or 5 and you're like, oh, they're too big for strollers, get the strollers at the park. They're like bigger than the average stroller, a little bit more sturdy, durable than the average stroller, and kids have little bitty feet that get very tired very fast. And, it makes the day more enjoyable for them when they have something to sit in and you can push them around. And it makes them less cranky because they're sitting. And I know you could be thinking, yeah, but like my kid's too big. You're going to see children that are even too big for those strollers in those strollers. So surely your little 3, 4, 5-year-old who you think is too big for the stroller will be the perfect size for it. Number 6, bring your own snacks. And it's just that simple. Bring your own snacks. It's not like the movie theaters. They're not going to look into your bag and be like,
excuse me? Are those M&Ms? Are you bringing your own concessions in here?
No. You're allowed to bring whatever it is you want, food-wise, to the park. Number 7, bring ponchos. Why? Florida has a really strong reputation of just raining periodically. I don't think I've ever been to the Magic Kingdom where it did not rain or sprinkles or showers some point throughout the day. It happens. It's Florida weather. It's unpredictable. And when it does happen, you want to be prepared. You don't want to be one of those people that are like,
My hair, I just spent like 3 hours on it. Now it's going to be ruined on all my photos.
put your poncho on, If you don't want to do that, go wait in a ride. Go ride something where you stay dry. Number 8. So, the Magic Kingdom, there's a lot of places to eat. You have a lot of options, a lot of choices, a lot of delicious foods. However, a lot of those experiences are sit-down restaurants. A sit-down restaurant is where you actually sit down, somebody brings you a menu, they take your order, bring the food to your table. And fast service meals are almost like a McDonald's. You're going in, you place your order at a counter, you get your food cafeteria style on a tray, and go find an empty place to sit. If you want to experience a sit-down meal at Disney World, reservations are a must. And I'm not talking about calling the day of and being like,
Hey, I want a table for supper.
no. What you want to do for Disney, I'm not even kidding, 6 months in advance. Call and make your reservation. And while we're on the topic of food, I also think it's a really good idea to map out where you're going to eat while you're at the park. Because there's nothing worse than when everybody's hungry and everyone's walking around and you're trying to figure out, well, where does everybody want to eat? Well, I don't know what this place serves. Let's go in and see the menu. No, I don't think we like that. Let's go to a different place. We have done that before as a family, and we had lost like a good hour, like a precious hour of park time trying to find where we're going to eat. So do your homework, do your research, look up menus for restaurants, and see what is out there that everybody will like. And if it's something you need a reservation for, make your reservation. Number 9. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there is a barber shop at Walt Disney World. And it's actually legit. You can go get your hair cut there. I'm not sure if they dye hair, but you can get your hair cut, trimmed. I think you can even get a shave if you're a man. I don't know. I am going to be going to the barber shop while I'm at Disney. Yeah, I'll be there on Valentine's Day. So I'll be sure to capture what they do offer. But in the meantime,
Ooh, goodness gracious.
you can go in there and say, can I have some pixie dust? You know, I want them to look like Tinkerbell, just like farted all over. And they will do that. They'll spray your hair with hairspray, and they'll take, it looks like a big like salt shaker, and it's full of glitter, beautiful glitter, different colors, and they'll sprinkle that in your hair like no tomorrow, and it will stay. I mean, like, you can shake your hair a little bit and some of it will fall out, but it is going to stay, and it's going to stay in your hair all day. And everyone's going to ask you when you're in line queues, oh, I love your hair. Where did you get your sparkles? Yes. So it's at the barber shop, and that's on Main Street, USA. So get your sparkles. Number 10, fast passes. Basically, there's long waits for rides to go on, and a fast pass lets you literally walk by everybody that's waiting in line and be like, not today. I'm going on my fast pass journey. And yeah, it lets you bypass the line and get right up to the ride where you can virtually walk on it. How, may you ask? Well, it's one of the perks of going to Disney World. Everybody gets, I think it's initially 3 fast passes, and you have to use up all your fast passes, and then you can get more, but it's only 1 at a time. So let me explain a little bit clearer. There's 3 rides you get to pick from, and you get to pick a designated time to show up at that ride. You can't use another fast pass until that ride time has expired. So then you can't go pick another option until all 3 are used up. Then you pick one, and then after that one's used up, you pick another. You kind of see what I mean here? So I think people should be very smart with their fast passes. And when I say smart, I know that you're thinking like, well, duh, like pick the big roller coasters and use it. But for me, if you're one of those people and you're like, okay, I want to do every ride at the Magic Kingdom, but I only have 1 day to see it all, how am I going to do it? Here's how you do it. You pick 3 rides that are very close in time. Very close. I don't care if they're rides you want to do, rides that you don't really want to do. I think it's almost better to pick rides that you're not crazy about. Because me, if I'm dying to go on Space Mountain, I'm not going to mind waiting an hour in line for it because I know it's a good ride. I know I'm going to have a big thrill. But do I want to wait an hour or two in Peter Pan or Winnie the Pooh? No. Do I still want to enjoy the ride and have the experience? Yeah. Do I want to wait 3 hours to meet Mickey Mouse? No. So you can use fast passes for character meet and greets too. So it's almost good to rides that you're going to be on with little ones and rides that they want to do. Go do those rides with the fast passes and try to get them all in a row. So then once you use those up, you can go back and get another one, and so on and so forth until all the rides that you want to do are essentially done, if they're available. They might not be, but I think that's just smart. Rides that you don't really care about, why not just walk right on them? But rides that you do really, really, really want to do, I don't mind waiting as long to be in them, if that makes sense. And just because I like this, I'm going to throw in a bonus one. I think it's very important, obviously, to stay hydrated when you're at the parks because that's essential for your well-being and, to keep going throughout the day. But another thing I want to mention is to make sure that you take breaks throughout the day because it gets hot and it's a long day. And I know if you're like,
I only have one day. I want to see everything. How do I take breaks and still see everything?
well, here's a solution to that. There's plenty of rides and attractions that you can go on and get a break. I mean, you can go to the Carousel of Progress, beautiful air conditioning, sit down, the lights are dimmed, and sit, and it's like a 20-minute attraction. That's a nice break. You can go to Mickey's Filler Magic. I think that's what it's called. Show. And that's like a theater style. You're sitting down at seats and you're watching, and that's like a good, 10-minute break in air conditioning. You can hop on the train. You can do that train ride all day, literally. And I've seen people do it. They just hop on and they don't get off. They don't kick you off at any stops. They're not like, okay, all stops are done. You must leave. You can ride the train all day long. No one's going to bother you. You could do that. Or, you can go to the Country Bear Jamboree, see all the dancing bears, singing bears. You can do that too. There's plenty of things you can do. The People Mover, sit on there, get a break, and you're still doing the rides. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what your favorite ride at Disney is, if you've been there. And if you've never been there, I am so excited for you. Congratulations. This is something to celebrate. Not everybody gets the chance to go to Disney World. Some people save up their whole life. Some people have dying wishes to go there. And some people just never get to go. So enjoy the most happiest, magical place in the whole world. And I hope you love it as much as I do. I've been there 8 times. And I still get just as excited every time, if not more, when I go. So thank you so much. Bye.